where you can check me out at. Let's go.
Joel Embiid becomes the ninth player in NBA history to hit the 70 points in a game mark. Embiid had scored this against the San Antonio Spurs, a very young ball club, and it was his debut, first time playing against Wemby. So everybody was excited to see that matchup. Um, but Embiid scored 70 points, had 24 points in the first quarter, had 34 points at halftime, and 59. And he hit his career high of 59 towards the end of the third quarter. Um, 70 points, that's amazing. All right, there's nothing to like sniff at. Like I said, he's the ninth player to do it. The other names of players in the NBA who have reached 70 points is Wilt Chamberlain, obviously, Kobe Bryant with his 81, David Thompson, he had 73, Damian Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, and David Robertson, they had 71. Elgin Baylor also had 71, and Devin Booker, along with Joel Embiid, had 70. For Wilt Chamberlain, obviously, he holds the record for 100 points in a game. He has scored 70 points 6 times throughout his career. Um, it was a great performance. I watched the game. I watched the Embiid scored at 70, and Embiid just like he was in a zone, and I also felt like he took that game going against Wemby personally because
Oprah.
yeah, because it was like Embiid, he has the finesse and he has the touch around the rim or on, like outside the paint. He has the touch to shoot the ball, but there were just certain buckets where Embiid is just like I'm just to like
Use and abuse this young man.
abuse this young ass boy. Like he took that matchup versus Wemby extremely personal.
Various reasons. You have to remember that he didn't get a chance to like shine his rookie year. If I'm not mistaken, right? He was injured.
Possibly.
I think his first 2 years he got injured and all that and trust the process. Like he didn't have a good start. He started really picking up, I think his fourth year. Because I think yeah, maybe his fourth or third year. And I think it's a little bit of jealousy. There's a little bit of similarities because he came in lanky. He wasn't as big as he is now. He was a little bit smaller. And he knew in the back of his head how many veterans and how much the staff and how much everybody told him he needs to get stronger and bigger. And to kind of like just take advantage of like, I know how it is to be you, to be skilled, but not quite there yet. So I'm gonna make sure that, I kind of expose that. Plus, I'm MVP, so I got to give you the best working possible. Like I'm MVP, and you're the next. You're the next coming of future MVP. So I got to make sure that I do what I need to do to let you know how it really is out here. And also, I feel like this also adds to Wimby's legacy. To be honest with you, bro. First rookie to ever get 70 piece, and it's like an insult, but yet it's like when somebody gets 70 piece and 70 in that fashion, it's targeting and it's personal and it's showing you're a threat. That's what I got out of that. Mainly, bro, you're a threat. And for the MVP to wake up that morning and say, you know what, I'm a dog this man, this kid, that's that's him being threatened. He's taking advantage while he can. I'm dropping 70 while I can. Because he knows in 2 years, while he gets a little bit older, still good, but it's a little bit older, and Wemby puts on that 30 pounds, it's game over, dog. I'm expecting 70 or 60 coming from Wemby back at him. Relentlessly. Dude.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a troll. He's a big ass troll.
Huh?
Plus, Embiid's a troll. He's a big troll.
Embiid is definitely a troll.
Yeah, Paul, you
Embiid,
literally call for the ball in the post like how you do at a park with a guy you don't like or a mix match. Just like, give
yeah,
me the
like
ball. Give me the ball.
the way he was bulldozing through Wemby, it made all the sense, and I think it's something people have always forced upon him to do. It's like, bro, stop shooting them threes, bro. Stop selling for them jump shots. Like, get to the paint, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be that dominant force that your body structure presents. And he definitely did that. But it wasn't just like all his points came in the paint. I believe he was 21 for 23 from the free throw line, and it was a handful of buckets outside the paint that he hit over Wemby. You know what I'm saying? So everything was working for Embiid last night. I definitely think he took that game personal. Go ahead.
He respects skill over talent. That's why he doesn't do what he does. Right now, Wemby's talented. He's not quite skilled. Like to the where he needs to be at. And that's where everybody knows. He's talented, yes. He's this, he's that, he got the body structure, whoop, that's fine. But he's not he doesn't know all the little nicks and knacks that the great centers or good centers in the league right now know how to do. How to be smaller and still overperform like Bam Adebayo. And I'm not even gonna make the list because you get the idea. So that's what I think it it boils down to. He did that to a more skilled, a young skilled player with no experience, but he's not going to be able to do it to nobody else. He can, but not the way he did it and need to do it. It's like, bro, they'll steal the ball from me. They know how to deal with me. They know about footwork. They know how to actually stop it. He don't. This kid is he don't know
Yeah,
nothing.
because obviously you guarding Embiid, like you always gonna run the risk of foul trouble. One, right? And now that I said that, I just want to look real quick to see how many fouls did he have. 5 fouls last night. Wemby had 5 fouls last night, right? So like everything we're saying is spot on in terms of like not knowing how to deal with him and like Embiid forcing his way to go through his chest every chance he got. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Literally.
literally. So with that 70, Joel Embiid breaks the 76ers franchise record of Allen Iverson that was previously held for most points scored in a game. AI has 60. Embiid breaks that record with 70 for the 76ers. And here's the question after giving Embiid his absolute well-deserved praise for dropping 70. The question around this 70-point game that I pose to you as well as our listeners is, does this 70-point performance help Embiid's case for being a top 5 center of all time, or do you already view him to be a top 5 center of all time?
Need to go to Johnny Dang first.
Got to get that
Period.
ice.
He won't get there from nobody until he goes to Johnny Dang. He can drop as many 70s. He can do as many maiden stats until he gets that jewelry, like every other great big. Because that's the thing about the great bigs. They all have jewelry. They all been to Johnny Dang. They all have the sorry.
They
So
all they all married to the game.
Bill Russell, Will Chamberlain, come on now, what's his name? What's his name?
David Robinson,
Shaq, David
Hakeem,
Robinson,
Hakeem, yeah, the
Hakeem. That's
Shaq.
that's like Jokic.
Yo, and I'm not,
Um,
I am absolutely not in any way, shape, or form ever putting Joel Embiid ahead of Jokic if Embiid don't get no hardware.
you got to do it.